Hello, you are watching Cần Thơ News and now today's headlines. Some contents of Resolution Number 53 with deputies dated November 24, 2017 on Feasibility Study Report for Land Acquisition and Compensation Support and Resettlement Project of Long Thành International Airport discussed on the morning of November 9. The delegation of Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee supervised the implementation of the project Building a Learning Society for 2021-2030. The opening ceremony of understanding of Vietnamese ethnic customs by collector Alain Dussarps took place in France. Top news. On the morning of November 9, the National Assembly discussed adjusting some contents of Resolution Number 53 with deputies dated November 24, 2017 on Feasibility Study Report for Land Acquisition and Compensation Support and Resettlement Project of Long Thành International Airport. According to the statement, the total investment of the project proposed to be adjusted is more than 19 trillion dong, present accumulated disbursement is 16,697 billion dong. The fund demand to continue implementing and completing the project is 2,510 billion dong. Therefore, the government proposed to the National Assembly to allow the extension of disbursement term of the capital of 2,510 billion dong until the end of 2024. Some deputies approved of additional capital but proposed extending the time to disburse capital as submitted by the government, which is not really consistent with the provisions of the law on public investment and the law on state budget. There's a lack of legal basis for the National Assembly to consider and decide on this content. Consequently, deputies proposed adding the mission fund of the project to the National Assembly's resolution on the state budget estimate for 2024 and the central budget allocation plan for 2024 on the basis of balancing resources in estimation. On the same morning, the National Assembly discussed a draft resolution piloting some specific mechanisms and policies on investment in road traffic construction. The delegation supervised the implementation of the project Building a Learning Society for 2021-2030 in Cần Thơ City, led by Mr. Thống, Standing Vice President of the VN Fatherland Front Committee in Cần Thơ City, come to supervise the implementation of this project in Phong Điền District.
The entire Phong Điền district has 35 schools at all levels and centers of vocational education, continuing education, community education in communes and towns. In 2022, the district has used an allocated local budget for project implementation with an amount of more than 193 million Vietnam dongs. The District Department of Education and Training coordinated with the District Learning Promotion Association to mobilize gifts, notebooks, books and scholarships for students in difficult circumstances worth nearly 488 million Vietnam dongs, sponsored 200,000 dongs per month for 65 orphaned and disadvantaged students at risk of dropping out of school. Mr. Thống requested Phong Điền District to pay attention to vocational training, create jobs, support funding and equipment for community learning centers, promote propaganda and improve the quality of models of learning, families learning, and at the same time, the sector needs to pay attention to training qualified officials and teachers to meet the task.
On the morning of November 9, Cần Thơ Department of Home Affairs opened a conference to update knowledge on religious work for key officers at the city. Attendees studied 5 topics on the law on religious beliefs, Resolution Number 18 dated June 16, 2022 of the Central Executive Committee on continuing to innovate and perfect institutions and policies, improve the effectiveness of land management and use, creating motivation to develop country with high income, many policies of the party and laws of the state regarding beliefs, religions, and the current situation of religious beliefs, the religious situation in the world and Vietnam, current issues of concern in religious work, state management of beliefs and religions, and the situation of recognized religions in Vietnam. Ninh Kiều District Law Education Examination Coordination Council held a conference to carry out and examine laws passed by 50th National Assembly 5th Session, Second Extraordinary Session.
About 100 delegates or representatives of leaders of the District Party Committee office and party building boards of the District Party Committee, associations, functional departments of the district-level legal reporters, members of the Legal Education Examination Council, carry out and disseminate legal documents including law on human rights, protection consumer benefits, electronic transaction law, bidding law, cooperative law, price law, civil defense law, law amending and supplementing some articles of the law on immigration and entry of Vietnamese citizens, law on entry, exit, transit and residence of foreigners in Vietnam, the law amending and supplementing some articles of the law on people's public security was passed at the 5th session.
The Steering Committee for Fire Prevention, Fighting, Rescue of Talai District organized the practice of firefighting in the residential area in Dong Hoa Hamlet, Dong Thuận Commune, Talai District. In a hypothetical situation, a fire occurs because the family in a residential area goes out and forgets to turn off the electric fan, leading to a short circuit, causing the outer plastic cover to burn and fall into a cardboard box containing ready-made clothes, causing the fire to flare up. The neighboring house detected and pressed the fire alarm of the fire safety and prevention group to let everyone know to move outside and participate in fighting the fire. At the same time, they called the firefighting and rescue forces to use firefighting equipment and move assets out. With the smooth coordination of the forces, after a short period of time, the fire was completely extinguished in accordance with the extension of the practice. We turn to other news. In recent times, charity kitchens in the Mong district have always been maintained and operated effectively, thereby positively contributing to the work of social security in the area.
According to the executive board of the kitchens, every day each kitchen has about 10 to 12 volunteers to help cook and process food to give to needy patients. It is known that in Ô Môn district, there are currently 3 charity kitchens in Thới Long ward, Ô Môn General Hospital and Phước Thới ward. In the past 10 months, 162,500 meals of rice, 60,000 meals of porridge, and 50,000 liters of boiling water have been provided. Total value of more than 1.9 billion Vietnam đồng.
Guri Bank Vietnam has just opened a branch in Cần Thơ City. This is a part of the strategy to promote business activities and expand its network after 26 years of the bank's presence in Vietnam. Guri Bank has been present in Vietnam since 1997 with the establishment of a branch in Hanoi in early 2017. It officially established a legal entity in Vietnam. After now, the bank has established a network of 20 branches and transaction offices in major cities such as Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, Da Nang, Cần Thơ branch is the 21st one. In Paris, the opening ceremony of an exhibition of Vietnamese antique costumes by collector Alain Dussarps took place. The event was organized under the initiative of the France-Vietnam Friendship Association to celebrate 50 years of diplomatic relations and 10 years of strategic partnership between France and Vietnam.
Ethnic costumes of Dao, Khmer Mu, brocade scarves of Thai people, Lolo people, baskets of Ede people, or jewelry of Hmong people, all are in the collection of costumes, accessories, jewelry, and daily items of more than 30 Vietnamese ethnic groups. Besides the goal of promoting the image of the Vietnamese people, the exhibition also calls on French friends to pay attention and support charity activities launched by the France-Vietnam Friendship Association to help difficult situations in Vietnam. Opening speech, Vietnamese ambassador to France Đinh Toàn Thắng said that the exhibition shows Mr. Alain Dussarps' attachment and love for the Vietnamese people, as well as his enthusiasm for humanitarian projects.
And now a quick check on weather condition. Thank you very much for your attention. Please visit us on website kentv.vn. Bye for now.